Hi everybody, welcome back to another crafting hour with me. I'm Stephanie from Gathered in the Kitchen, and today we're going to be making a fall centerpiece for our table. So let's get started. First, from the Dollar Tree, we have this metal tin along with some faux artificial flowers, some dry floral foam, some dry greenery items, and then from Walmart we have buffalo check wired ribbon, wired burlap ribbon, these faux pumpkins that are called harvest pumpkins, faux lamb's ear stems, wooden bamboo skewers. These are found in the grilling section at Walmart. We're going to be using these as floral picks. If you can find floral picks, go for those. We have some scissors, some wire clips, and a hot glue gun. So let's get started. First off, what we're going to do is remove the plastic wrapping from our dry foam. And this actually fits really nicely inside of this little galvanized tin that I purchased. This is all from Dollar Tree, and we're just going to set it in there. It fits nice and snug. Then we are going to take our wire clips and start snipping off at some of these flower stems. I like to leave them a little bit long so I can maneuver the distance of how tall they are, but we're just going to snip them. Always make sure you leave your greens. The greens are always very cute and help make your centerpiece become more full. I always keep these long at first because you can trim them up later and make them shorter if you want them to be shorter. But I'm going for kind of a tall look for these flowers just to make sure they cover the base of my tin. All right, so we've got our flowers ready. Now really all we're going to do is start sticking these into the floral foam. And I want them so they cover over the edge of this tin. Cut this tag off. Right, we're only going to use the white flowers for right now. We'll add those orange ones in just a few minutes, because those will be kind of like our filler flowers where we need to add some more color. Oh, this one didn't snip all the way. Another option you can do with this tin is you can spray paint it or use chalk paint, and then once it's dry, lightly sand the galvanized tin just to distress it a little bit to give it a more antique-y or farmhouse look. So here we go. Here we have our flowers. Next up, we're going to save these orange flowers for just a few more minutes. Oh, I have one more white one. Let's see. Let's stick that one in here. Okay, we're going to take these little faux pumpkins and take these bamboo skewers. We're going to cut it first because we don't need them that long. We're going to cut them in half. Hopefully they don't go flying. There we go. And stick one end into the pumpkin. These are foam, so they fit really nicely in there. And we're just going to stick these wherever we think they should go. More. There are varying sizes. I had 2 packs of these. Some had green in them and some were just the cream. You can use various colors, various sizes, does not matter. I'll put a couple more of these skewers. There we go. Let's do a green one. I'll make this green one be a little tall. In there. We'll do one more big one. or a small one. This bamboo skewer split, so we're going to set that one aside and grab a new one. Okay, so there we go. We have our pumpkins in with our flowers. Now we're going to take these really cute lamb's ear stems. They're like super fuzzy little greenery stems that just look so nice in all of these little floral decorations. So I'm going to cut them. We're going to make it so this looks like there's a couple of them in here. Come along if you can, and we're just going to add them in. So what let me turn it this way so I can see it. Add one there. Trim this up. Take the tag off. So there we have that so far. It's looking really cute. Next up, before we add those orange flowers, we're going to do some little ribbon bows all throughout. So let's see here. I need to grab something. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention were zip ties, plastic zip ties. You can use pipe cleaners, or if you have floral wire, you can use that as well. But we are just going to take this ribbon, we're going to make ourselves a bow, because we're going to stick a bow right on the side there. So to make a bow, you make one loop, make sure you have enough of the ribbon off, and then make another loop coming back, and then you accordion fold your center. Don't snip this side yet. Let's wait so we make sure we get our tails even. Now on your zip tie, there's a little square head on there. You want to get that pointed towards the back just to hide it a little bit better. So we'll put this on here. We're going to tighten it really tight, because I like cute little centered bows where the middle is very tight and dainty looking. So here's our little burlap bow. We can go ahead and cut this tail off now. Now normally what I like to do is I make little pointy tails on my end. So I fold one end in half of the tail, and then on the folded side I'm going to take my scissors and cut on an angle towards the open-ended side. Just like that. Now I have a cute little tail. Do the same thing on this. All right, now we've got our first little bow. The way we're going to attach this is we're going to use one of our wooden skewers. We're going to apply a dab of hot glue to the back of it and stick it onto our bow. And while that dries, I can go ahead and snip off this extra long zip tie on the back of the bow. We'll set that aside, let that dry, but this is what that will look like. So we have one little bow pick so far, and I think we should do a couple more with our really cute checkered bow ribbon. So this is, again, wired ribbon. This one is 1.5 inches. We're gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna make these a little smaller because I think that'll look really cute. Another really fun way to do little bows, I'll show you in a second. Let's do this one first. So let's just make our little bow, accordion fold it in the center, and do our zip tie. Pull it nice and tight. Now these ones, I don't think I'm gonna trim up their little tails to be pointed. I think these ones look cute with the flat edge tail, just because they're a checkered bow. So I'm gonna snip that off and turn this one into a floral pick bow as well. So we'll cut another skewer, add a little hot glue, stick it to our bow. We're gonna do that one more time because I think we should have 2 of these bows. So, loop, loop, and accordion fold. So easy. The great thing with these kind of bows and with using wired ribbon is they're so forgiving. If you don't really like the shape of your bow, it's really easy to manipulate it because it is a wired edge bow. So you can change the shape of it really easily. So we will just do one more like this and snip it. Now, if you have like a cigarette lighter, you can heat seal these edges. You just light it and heat seal it, just like that. That helps prevent the bow from fraying. But because I'm not really setting this outside or there won't be a lot of movement on this, I'm not gonna heat seal them. So, all right, there is that one. Now let's make that different kind of bow that I was telling you about. We're gonna need our zip tie. We're going to unravel a little bit of our burlap and a little bit of our buffalo check. Now what we're going to do is layer these on top of each other. So we have the checkered bow ribbon on top of the burlap. And we're going to make it about 5 inches. Let's make it 4 to 5 inches. And then we're going to cut. So we have them both together. Now we're going to repeat this process. So lay it on top of your other already cut piece and just repeat. We'll do it 3 times. Actually 4. Let's do 4. We'll get 2 picks out of this. 1 more. 2. Okay. So we're going to move those out of the way. We're going to take 2 sets. We're going to layer them on top of each other with kind of in an X. This just will help make it look a little more full. We're going to accordion fold, just like we did our bows, really tight, and then take our zip tie and go right around. Ooh, that one's not a real zip tie, that's the end. Take our zip tie and go right around. And again, we're gonna pull really tight once we get the zip tie on there. You can use pipe cleaners on this, and I really love the pipe cleaners. Usually that is what I use, but these zip ties have the ability to pull just super tight, unlike I'm able to get with a pipe cleaner. So I like to use these from time and time again. So I'm gonna pull it really tight, and we have these cute little bow picks that we can create that are just like ribbon, but they're a different take on a traditional bow. So we'll snip that off. Get another pick. Actually, I'm gonna leave this one because I wanna be able to decide how tall I want that to be. So we're going to do our hot glue and stick it to our little bow pick and set it aside while it dries. Now we're gonna do the same thing with this one. And I need to grab one more zip tie. Okay, so I have another zip tie here. We're going to just crisscross them a little bit into an X shape. Accordion fold them and use our zip tie. Pull really tight. And you can fluff your bow, change the way that these little ribbon tails land. Do whatever you like. Snip off. Let's see if we can move that down a little bit. Snip the edge of the zip tie and add one more wooden skewer. Add this to here. And we're going to let this one dry now. So we're going to come back to our floral arrangement. We're going to start with our bows that we've already made. So we're just going to kind of stick these in here. Maybe this one should go more in the middle. Let's see. Add these ones. turn it towards me. All right, we're gonna make one more of these little ribbon picks because that one looks super cute. So we're going to layer our burlap or our buffalo check on top of our burlap at about 4 to 5 inches. Cut it and repeat the process, making it the same length as the previous one. Move this out of the way. Crisscross, accordion fold, zip tie, okay, there we go. We have our last little bow pick in here. We're going to trim off, use zip tie, take a full-sized, full-length wooden skewer and hot glue it to the back of our little pick. We're gonna let that dry and then we'll come back and add it right here to this floral arrangement. We'll start taking a peek at if we like these orange ones in here or not. Oh yes, they look really beautiful. All right, so our third pick is now dry. We're going to add that into our floral foam, very carefully pushing it down. We're gonna change the shape and direction of these little ribbon stems. There we go. Very cute. That's looking really great. Now what we're going to do is take these little orangey red flowers that I have, and I'm just going to stick a couple of them in here just to add a little pop of color. Not going to use very many. If you don't want to add extra color, you don't have to. You can leave it all white and cream and green and the buffalo check colors because it looks really cute that way too. But we're not going to add that there. So I've only added 2 and I think that looks just about right. Now we're going to use some of these artificial garden stems that I purchased also from Dollar Tree. I'm going to open them up. There's some like grassy stems on here, wheat stems, and some really cute, almost like a baby's breath that's been painted, or maybe it's not painted, maybe it just really is green. So we're going to take these, now these are very delicate, so we do have to be careful with these. We're just going to stick these around in our arrangement. I'm going to trim these ones up just a little. The best thing with floral arranging is there's really never a right or wrong. All you do is stick items where you think they might look good. If they don't look good, like I don't like this right here, I'm gonna take that out and change it just a little bit. But just play around with things and make sure your item is really full. Always full. Full always makes it look just a little bit better. Let's do one of those stems right there. Add another one of these over here. Let go. Kind of fluff it a little bit. Take these long grassy stems, trim them up quite a bit. These are very long. I'm going to just stick them into our arrangement. Actually, let's stick that by one of the flowers. This is looking really pretty so far. I love that you can purchase almost all of these supplies at the Dollar Tree or Walmart. And so you don't have a lot of places to go. You can buy them all mainly in 1 or 2 locations and make really beautiful items with them, display items. So there we go. I am going to take one little pumpkin because I have one little, well, maybe I'll make that green one. I have one little bow pick that just looks like it needs a little extra oomph to it. There we go. Actually, we don't need to do anything. That looks great. Now that I've refluffed and changed the direction of these little bow picks, that looks good. Put this down this way. All right, I think we are done. This looks really cute. So let me turn it around so I can give you guys a peek of what it looks like. So this will look really good just sitting on my table or on one of my china cabinets. This was really easy to make, cost about $10 to $15 depending on if you have to purchase some of the items from Walmart or not. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I will be sharing lots more fall crafts this year. Have a great day, guys. Bye.